it's Sinead, your friendly neighborhood librarian here. Today I want to take you on a tour of my library's teen space, highlighting things that I think we're doing well and areas I think that we could improve a little. Gordonsville Library is the smallest branch of our three-branch system, and our teen space is reflective of that, but I like to think that we're pretty mighty all the same. This is the view from our circulation desk, and if you look towards the left past the computers, that's where our teen space starts. The teen fiction collection starts on this lone shelving by the wall and then winds around these two freestanding shelves here in the rest of the space. We recently moved our graphic novel collection back into the teen section from its place of visibility in the front of the library. Unfortunately, even though this cart completely fits the collection, it does feel a little bit squished, and I haven't quite figured out the best configuration for it yet. Our teen nonfiction collection occupies the small shelving unit by the emergency exit and by the adult nonfiction, and our audiobooks occupy the corner shelf space. So in addition to the posters that we have up on the walls, we also have a chalkboard as well as these two bulletin boards, which I'm really trying not to call bulletin boards, even though it fits. Neither of them are very well used. Some of the comics up on the bulletin board have been there since I started 8 years ago. They're thematically appropriate because they're related to libraries and books. However, it's probably long past time that we refresh them and put up something slightly more relevant. In this empty space below the bulletin boards is usually where we keep our makerspace cart. Because of COVID, that we've had to move it out and we use it for circulation right now. But eventually it will come back. We've also used it, as you can see in these examples, to display parts of our collections or put up resources that we think might be relevant to teens. The next stop on our library tour is probably my favorite space in our teen section, is the booth. This is our most popular seating spot, even though we do have other options for seating adjacent to the teen area. This is the most private and it's the comfiest. It is also where we will keep a gaming TV, which is not seen in this picture, for people to hook up their consoles to and do updates on the Wi-Fi or also just for playing. Because of our two freestanding shelves, we do have a total of 4 end caps in the teen section that we use for display. We usually try to change them out monthly, although some, like the staff picks display, do stay up longer. We'll often try to fit a topic of the month sometimes, often more than one. This month, March, is Women's History Month, so we put up a bunch of our nonfiction. We will also do just general genre displays, like murder, or I Want to Believe is books about space. I've also brought memes into our display space. This one was a little dated, but it's my favorite meme pairing. Is this the real life, or is this just fantasy with realistic fiction on one display and fantasy on the other? Another one of my favorite display creations came when Old Town Road was first popular. We did a Western themed display. I don't have a picture of the actual display, but it featured fiction reads like Justina Ireland's Dread Nation and Aaron Bowman's Vengeance Road, and it was a lot of fun. So there are a couple of teen collections not shelved in our teen section. The first major one is the new books, which are shelved with the other new adult materials up at the front of the library, so they're right there when you first come in. We keep our new young adult fiction, nonfiction, and the graphic novels here, and we adjust depending on how many we have at the time. Sometimes it'll only be 3 shelves worth, sometimes it'll be 4. It just depends. The area just past our new section is our multimedia collection, where we keep the Blu-rays, DVDs, TV shows. We've got CDs in this area. We also have magazines, which are currently unavailable due to COVID, but hopefully we'll be bringing those back soon. The other cool feature of the multimedia section is that we have video games. We started out with Xbox 360, Wii, and PlayStation 3 games, but we also just added Switch games, I think last year or the year before, and those are super popular. Unfortunately, the one thing that we don't have is any of the consoles that you can play any of these games in-house, but they are available for checkout. So in addition to Captain America and Loki, who I hope you spotted in some of the earlier photos, we also have Legolas and Keeley, who float around the library and especially the teen section, and who we like to decorate. This is Legolas at Christmas, but right now he is wearing a mask properly above his nose to encourage other library users to do the same. So that brings us to the end of our tour of my library's teen section and its affiliated collections. Like I said, we are pretty tiny, but we try to do the best we can with the space that we have. If anybody has any suggestions or thoughts for how we can improve, I'm totally happy to hear them. Just leave me a comment or send me a message. Thanks for watching.